Good Sunday morning, everybody. Good Sunday morning. Welcome to Sunday with Spirit. For those joining for the first time, this is not a political poll. It's a spiritual poll. Every Sunday, we come together and we dance and sing on a web of creation. And I think that we are all interconnected on this web. And so what we think about reverberates throughout the whole universe as we have created this universe. And if we get deeper, I'm sure there's multi-universes. But right now, we are in this particular awareness, and we are in this time, this period that seems to be just really a big struggle on many of us. It's very heavy. And as we drop through this portal of change, how do we manage this time right now when things seem to be just so, is it toxic? It's, as empathic people, we feel a lot of the suffering that we are being shown in the world. And with the news media as it is, that is being shown to us at a higher and higher level. And it seems to be affecting us at a higher and higher, in a deeper and deeper soul level. So it's hard for us not to pay attention to the suffering and try to help it, yet it seems to be working against us to send the light, to send the higher vibration on this web of creation. So I wanted to take a look, see if we can get some messages from the cards to help us transition into this higher dimensional vibration. And let's talk about the dimensions versus densities a little bit. And this is just in my awareness. You guys may have something different that you can think about. For me, densities, there's like 7 of them. And they correlate with our chakra system, where we are. The dimensions are frequencies within that chakra system. So if we're tapped into our root chakra and we really need to be grounded, well, there's different levels of groundedness that we can be in. And some of these levels of groundedness, they can be very high. They can be sending us into the heavens. So let's take a look at how do we go through this portal energy. The decks that I'm using, I needed to use some angel cards. So I have my Angel Tarot. I have my Archangel Female deck. I have Return of Spirit and Dark Mirror. Because there's something that we're doing that we're not seeing, that's part of our shadow side, that is allowing this to keep coming forward, I think. Let's just see what they have to say. I pulled some bonus cards here, just because when I flipped over these cards, I thought there needed to be some shamanic help and also a Work Your Light help. So I'm using Shaman's Dream and Work Your Light. All right, let's go with the first one. And I'm not going to be able to pronounce this name very well. Hahasia. And this is the 9 of Wands. The God, the impenetrable secret. And when I read that, the impenetrable secret, this kind of goes against what I believe, because I believe we are part of source energy. So if we tap in to our core being, we are tapping into source energy. We are penetrating, well, not penetrating, but we're tapping into God, to source energy. The Nine of Wands, and this is all about getting beat up. In the regular tarot, you can see the person who is standing, still standing. He's got a bandage on his forehead. He's being beat up by all the news, all the information, all the Wands information that's coming in. Still standing. And what it says here is universal medicine, elevation of the soul, and the revelation of mysteries. So to me, if we are getting the revelation of mysteries, then we are penetrating the source energy and we are merging with it. This is a very hopeful card that we are getting through. We are going through that portal energy. We're still beat up, but we're getting there to a higher level of vibration, dimensions in our density levels. It gets a little confusing, so we have to put it in 3D terms on how this works, how we do this. The second angel card I got is Gabrielle, the moon. Secrets being revealed. And this one says, God is my strength. Divine revelation, reveals messages, has the power to destroy. When I think about Gabrielle, I think about the power to heal. So I get two different messages from this card. I get cyclicals of the moon. I get the divine feminine. And we get divine revelation coming out of the water, coming out of the tidal currents. And if I'm using the archangel divine feminine cards, I get Sandalphon. And this is all about centering and grounding. And we just talked about centering and grounding. It's so important to, when we're dropping through this portal energy of change, to drop into our core being, to drop into the ground, the grounding of the earth, of the elements, of the elementals, earth and sky. Next card we get is a master number, 22, Archangel Jophiel. And it's time to create. What are we creating on this web of creation? What are we putting out there? And this is what I struggle with, because I want to put out healing energy to the people who are suffering, but I tap too much into the suffering. And then I get caught in that. And I can't get out. All right. What does Return of Spirit say? It says we are shifting. It says we are worthy. And it says, ooh, that card took flight. And it's upside down. There we go. Take flight. Huh. So the synchronicity of it flying out of my hand and being upside down, there was a conscious effort to realize it was upside down and turn it right side up again. And I feel like that's where I am. I feel like I'm upside down in some of this stuff, and I need to take flight but turn myself right side up. some of the dark mirror cards that we get. We get the Gilded Regret. This card, she is in water. And I think about, where's the Moon card? Gabrielle, the Moon card. And she wants to stay in this water, in this safe womb. And she goes, I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to move. I want to live in the past where things were peaceful, where things were calm and they seemed to somehow make sense. And even if we were in the past, we would realize things didn't make that much sense as far as community and welfare. It was still imbalanced. The next card we get with the Dark Mirror, and this is a shadow card. This is something that we're dealing with right now. And it's Blinded to Pain. Lucky 13. So this card's really powerful for me because it's like, what was that movie? It was a Dan Brown movie about a book about, it had something about Opus Dei where this guy is whipping himself. And it feels like that's what we are. It's like there's so much pain that we're just blind to it now. We focus, and it makes us lose hope. Okay, give me more. I don't care anymore. It's that feeling that there's so much going against us, so much pain in our hearts, so much pain that we're aware of, that we can't climb out. We can't make a difference. And that's what this card is saying. That we're giving up because we're being overloaded by it. The next card I get is Lucky 7. Sacrifice. Now, I don't know if you can see this. I'll try to keep it very still. This is a light warrior. Warrior-esque, excuse me. So, when you look at this image, she's holding a sword, and she has a blade of light going over her face that is showing us the steel determination that this light warrioress, this divine feminine has. When I looked deeper into this card and I read some of what the book had to say about this, it was about letting go of the ability or our feeling to be in control. Letting go of just dropping into the sacrifice of we are dropping through a portal. We are dropping into change. And it's hard. It's scary. That's the sacrifice. Dropping into this change. But we still have our sword of resolve. We still have our integrity. But we are letting go of what we think is right, how we think it should be done. But we know that we will figure it out as we drop in and let go of maybe our ego that's keeping us on a different path. So as we wrap this up, I wanted to get some additional cards to help us through. These are the cards that I pulled. Closing door, completion. I was talking with somebody today and I go, this is so hard. It feels like though we're almost at the top of the hill, Just a little push, a little more to go. Completion, closing the door. The second card I got is Fortune's Wheel, luck and right timing. I feel the right timing. The luck, I need some help with, because I don't feel that we're in a lucky place right now. But if we, on this web of creation, vibrate positivity and luck on this web, that things are changing for the better, then we'll help each other out. The next card I got is the Inner Temple, devotion, and as we drop in, it says, tune into the portal of your heart. So as we drop into this portal energy of change, the last card reminds us, stay in the heart space. Drop into that portal, not of fear, but of love. And I say this so many times. And it challenges me because I don't do it enough. I don't stay in my heart space enough. I drop into fear. Honor the inner temple. Have that steel, light determination. Don't be blinded by all the pain. We can find hope in this inner temple. Ground. Create. Stand strong. We're almost there. All right. Thank you guys for watching this Sunday. Appreciate you all. Big love out to you all. Peace and love.